before we go into like how people can work with you and stuff like that, do you mind sharing, is there any other case studies that you can share of like people that had this set up correctly? And then like when lawsuits came, it was, like, I mean, I guess, and you don't have to be too in depth on it, but what does it look like when this is going well?
Yeah, so the example that I gave earlier, which is showing the best structure. Yeah. I have a high net worth client who the only way he knew that this became an issue for him, there was a lawsuit initially that it was brought, another slip and fall claim, wasn't worth, I don't know that it was really a legitimate claim. I think the same person that brought the claim had brought a lawsuit against another short-term rental owner previously, but he didn't even hardly realize anything had happened, because what happened was the personal injury lawyer brought against the insurance company, they tried to file against the insurance company, originally filed a lawsuit against the underlying LLC in Tennessee, but here's what happened. He could never find out who owned it, so he didn't know who he was up against. He also found out that there was charging order protection, so there was only a demand letter sent, no actual lawsuit ever filed. Wow. So here's why I know that's important. Because if this person did not have that in place at the time, I know, because having been a personal injury lawyer, he would have taken it to the next step. So it's hard to say, like, Jeff, can you give me an example of someone that went all the way up to a trial and they won because of the structure? Part of the protection of the structure
is that you never get there.
Is that it doesn't get that
it's
far.
The whole idea of you become very hard to sue.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, which de-incentivizes the attorney. I've said this a couple times.